reality. Let it bounce, let it fly, make them history. Oh, oh.
It doesn't matter what you do, I'll be there for you, I'll be there for you. Yeah, doesn't matter what you say.
Hey guys, ShivCreates here today, and I'm back with a video. So today's video is going to be some DIY school supplies. I actually really like this video, and I'm actually starting school this Monday. And yeah, I went to orientation yesterday. It was kind of fun. Got to check out all my classes, and like I really like these DIYs. I mean, literally, I'm gonna use them for my classes. So yeah, basically it's just 3 DIYs, and let's get on to the video. So for this first custom notebook, all we're doing is we're just taking some glue and a foam brush, and we're using that foam brush to apply a layer of it on top of the notebook. Now we do this so you don't see those like wet marks when you squeeze the glue out from the bottle. So once you have a good layer of glue on, all you're going to do is you're going to take your construction paper, and what you're going to do is you're not going to put it like exactly by the edge. You're going to leave like space on all the remaining 3 sides. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take a protractor, as I'm using, but you can use anything you want. We're just going to make the air bubbles go out. And we're also going to take our scissor and snip the corners. And we're going to use this so that we can fold in the edges of the paper, and instead of cutting them off and getting uneven edges, we're just going to glue them down with some glue. And again, we are using the foam brush just so you can get that clean look. And what I actually did was I glued the first page onto the back because it just is more easier than actually trying to make it look better. And now after this, all we're going to do is decorate it. So I just took some stickers, like those kinds of puffy stickers, and I put them on, and I'm kind of doing like these cool like doodly designs that you would normally see. I think they're like little doodly borders that you can see on Instagram and stuff. And basically I'm just doing that around the stars, and I'm just trying to give it that summer feeling to it. For like the label name place, what I'm doing is I'm just taking this circle protractor, and I'm kind of just tracing these 2 semicircles, but instead of making the actual circle, I'm making those kind of doodly designs on it. And I'm leaving this 1 space in between, and all I did was put tape on it, so now it's kind of like a dry erase board, and you can erase it just in case if you want to reuse it for something else. For our next DIY, we're actually making our own notebook. Now these are just for like if you want to take notes in class, but you know you're not going to use that entire spiral notebook during the entire year. So I'm just taking a couple of pages, and I've actually clipped them together with like pen caps, and I'm taking my glue and I'm just brushing it alongside so that the papers can be like connected, like those kind of tear off paper pad things where you just tear it off and you can see kind of like that glue stuff at the top. And basically I'm just gonna do this and then wait until it dries. While that's drying, I'm going to take a piece of construction paper and punch holes into it so that we can match up with the other holes. And I'm putting another piece of loose leaf paper on top so I can measure how much I'm going to need. Now, again, I'm not putting the loose leaf paper in kind of like the center, so if I mess up on one end, I can always fix it. Once I have that cut, I'm actually just doing design style. Since this is a math journal, I'm kind of putting these little cool ruler designs on it, and I'm also making these mathematical equations and marks just to make it look a little more mathematical. And again, I'm just putting that tape on for the label, and
this is just a great way to keep reusing your notebooks. And for the design around the label, I'm just making a bunch of triangles, and I'm just ending up filling them in and coloring them up. And that's it. So for our last DIY, this is actually a really cool DIY. I came up with this by myself. It's a pencil holder, and all we're doing is we're folding this little cloth that I found. It's basically, you need a square cloth, and we're just folding it until we have kind of like this small pouch or however big you want. I made it so that it would be like the size of my binder. And this actually gives you a bunch of pockets inside. And now all you have to do is kind of glue it on. But to add more designs, what I'm doing is I'm just taking my glue and I'm kind of like squiggling it on like the edge of it where it's not connected. And what I'm going to do is I'm just taking a piece of yarn and I'm kind of just like making this squiggly design, almost like noodles on it. And it's just a really nice design. I really liked it. And I'm also putting glue on top so that the cloth on top will connect. And I'm putting this box on top for a little while so that it will stay. And I'm adding these little pieces of yarn with tape for hooks because I couldn't really hole punch through my cloth. If you want to cut it up, I didn't really have fabric scissors. And basically that's it.